be here. What? Good to be here. And thank you, Randy. It is good to have Randy. And everybody say hi, Randy. Hi, Randy. There's love over towards Randy. A couple things going on in the life of the experience we want to let you know about. We're entering into Easter time. Next weekend is Easter weekend. Next Friday night, we're going to start celebrating Easter together on Good Friday with a special evening together. Friday night, we're going to be watching the Passion of the Christ and then celebrating the Lord's Supper, communion together. I do need to say that if you haven't seen the Passion of the Christ, it is very intense. My kids haven't seen it yet. Gabby might watch it this time, but my younger kids, they're not ready for it yet. It's one of the most accurate portrayals of what Christ actually went through. So just take that into account if you're thinking about it. But we'll have communion together, and after watching that, I can't think of a better way to celebrate the day that we celebrate Christ's death on than to go back to that moment and then celebrate the supper that he gave us in honor of his death. So that's next Friday night. Come, love to have you there. Let's see, what else is going on? April 17th starts our transition into our new first service. We're going to be moving into the multi-purpose room over there. It's going to be a little more intimate when we're laid back. We're going to have fun together, kind of coffee shop style. Music's going to be a little more intimate. We're going to do discussion time and some stuff like that. So it's going to be a little bit different feel. That's starting the 17th, April 17th, still at 9 o'clock. And Mr. TJ, where's Mr. TJ? There you are. Come on up, sir.
Well, you guys probably heard a lot about boot camp, and I'd love to be able to come up here and tell you more about it. What I'd like to tell you about is something that happened to me years ago. I used to work for a mining company down in Nevada, driving haul trucks. And these trucks, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, they have like 12-foot-high tires. You can climb up into the rims. These things are huge. The cab sits about 22 feet off the ground. These are like moving houses. And when I first started learning how to drive these, what they did is you sat with another person, and they took you around and did some training and everything. Well, that lasted about a week. And right at the end of that, they were asking people if they wanted to put in some overtime. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm there, you know, I'll do that. And so the next day I come in for my only shift that I've driven these things by myself. Have you ever driven a house? Okay.
Can't say that I have.
No. They do not control very well. So as I'm going down to the pit, now the pit is about an 8% grade or better going down to that thing. And I top off, and you don't want to be going very fast. So I make sure I'm slowing down. I figure, okay, I'm going slow enough, about 2 miles an hour. That should be decent. And as I'm going down this road, it's raining, driving virtually a house, literally. And
down an 8% grade.
8% grade, exactly. So it's steep.
Did this ever cross your mind that it was stupid?
At this point, no. But we'll get to that. So as I'm going down it, the rain's coming down. I don't know if you guys have been in Nevada very much, but there's parts of it that the ground is so clay. And when clay gets on stuff, on tires, I don't even care how big your tires are, they make them slick. Okay. So I'm going down this, and all of a sudden I start picking up speed. And I'm like, that's not good. This feels really scary. 22 feet up. Whoa! And all of a sudden, I start sliding. Well, I haven't left training.
You now accelerated in your house.
In your house. There's no wicked witch. There's, we're just going downhill. And I've had training on how to take care of a vehicle when it goes on the slide. You turn into the slide. Don't know how many people know that, but that's what you do. So I start doing that, and on this haul truck road, I'm going like this down it. Okay, and there's people, they get on the radio, because somebody else sees it. I don't have enough time to get on my radio and say, hey, Mayday. And so they do, and they move over, they get the road cleared. And my heart's just pumping. And I'm like, oh God, I'm going to die. And so finally I get down to the bottom. As I go down to the bottom, there's this turn there. And if I go off the turn, I'm dead because there's a big cliff on the other side, because they haven't really gotten to that area. And thank God, the truck just slides around into this open area. Yeah, I mean, a power slide. And I have to stop and take a deep breath. And I am at that point going, I shouldn't be doing this. I have no business here. I have no clue what I'm doing. And being a man, sometimes that's how I feel. What in the world am I doing? I am thinking I know what's going on, but instead I'm sliding all over, barely keeping the thing under control, keeping my life in order. I need some time to sit back and reflect on what it really means to be a man. Get my bearings again. And that's what boot camp is all about. It's not about telling you how to be a man. It's not about telling you, just try harder. It's about giving you that opportunity to get alone with God so you can reflect on what it really means. Have God tell you what that's about so that you can get back down there. You see, for me, I wanted to quit that job. And it was really bad because I was focused to try to truck, and I thought, here I'm a loser. I should be able to drive a truck. And that experience just shook my world. But God helped me to continue on. There was guys that I was working with that encouraged me to keep at it. Don't let it get to you. And later on, I got to where I liked to slide. I would make that truck slide. And there's nothing like being able to take your house and slide it around a corner and go, that's cool. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and come on up to boot camp. You'll be surprised at what happens.